Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. And today's message, what I'm going to be going over is God is telling you that you have a lot of people that was throwing stones and hiding their hand in your life because they felt like the wrongs that they had done weren't going to be exposed, right? And so you had a lot of people around you that was calling you out on things of which they had either done on a greater level or things that they had done in their past of which you did not know, right? And so a lot of people were talking out their mouth about you and towards you because they thought that their records were expunged. They thought no one was going to be able to look up the things that they had done, judge them on the things that they had done. But as long as God sit high and look low, he says nobody records were expunged. Nobody had the right to open up their mouth and put their 2 cents in and judge you on your situation or talk about you, about how you should have handled it, what you could have avoided, how you could have circumvented all this hell and all this stuff that you went through, because nobody's records were expunged. You had thieves calling out another thief. You had liars trying to call out another liar. You had a lot of people that were trying to call out things towards somebody else that they had done in their past. And these people spoke against you. These people did not want to see you prosper. These people did not want to see you overcome a lot of challenges and situations that you were faced with. All because they felt like if the shoe was on the other foot, a lot of people knew that they would not have been able to survive or come out of certain situations like you were able to. Those betrayals and changes and upheavals that you went through in your life really showed people who you were as a person. You get what I'm saying? It really showed that you didn't need no one on your side. All you needed was God. That's the only person that you needed was him. And see, what he was trying to show you is never mind the things that you aren't getting in the spiritual. In the physical, because in the spiritual, he's giving you everything that you need. He gave you everything that you needed to overcome these situations and be where you are today. A lot of you guys were looking at certain things like why you weren't being picked or why you were being overlooked for certain situations and groups and people. And see, what he was trying to show you is his power in being one with yourself, being true to yourself, being in alignment with yourself, because you are able to see things more clearly. There's power in that. There's power in that because God is able to get to you and allow and switch your perspective and switch your viewpoints on certain things so that you can see what he needs you to see, move how he needs you to move, speak when he needs you to speak. See, you can't do that when you tied to other people. You can't do that to these people serve as distractions and gets you off your path. These people serve as setbacks, delays, and distractions in your life, right? Because God needs you to be by yourself because he needs you to see he needs you to be focused. He needs you to have that tailored focus, that tunnel vision on what he needs you and plans that he needs you to execute. You can't do that when you're around certain people who you don't need to be around. And you don't even know who you don't need to be around because you're not even connected to him because of the people that you connected to. You value things more so in the physical realm than you do in the spiritual. And that's the problem. And that's why a lot of people, they don't elevate. They stay stuck because they don't have what they need and they don't learn the lessons that they need to learn in order to pass to the next level. You did just that. And you had so many people trying to go up against you for it. Because they weren't strong enough to do what you're doing. That's what you didn't see. If someone supports somebody else, if someone, have somebody else back or talk highly of someone else, what does that mean if at the end of the day you had God on your side? And what he was trying to show you, as long as I am working for you, no man can stand against you. Never mind they foul tongues. and what was spoken against you and over you. Because I blocked and I stopped all of that, and I covered you, and I healed you, and I blessed you. You never needed these people. The only one and only thing and the person that you needed was God. And the heavenly angels surrounded around you. He gave you purpose. He allowed you to see things from a spiritual lens. And now what it did, it woke you up. You don't talk the same. You don't act the same. You can't. Because you understand this now. You understand the whole setup. You are a powerful being. And you're also a threat to your enemies. You're a threat to the devil and his fallen army, and what he's trying to achieve, and how he wants people to act, and what he wants people to see. He tried to block people's vision on things. He tried to cloud people's judgment, keep people from the truth, brainwash people. God gave you clarity. He gave you insight, so you could see things clearly. And now that you move differently, you have a whole lot of people that try to come after you and kill you, destroy you, talk about you, harm you, laugh at you, all because you chose to get on a different path. All because of what you stood to achieve on that path. Everything that you stood to achieve, receive on that path. A lot of people, like I said, with the throwing stones and hiding their hand, they had no right. But like I say, because they felt like no one was going to know the truth about their past, because they hid that up and kept them skeletons locked up in that closet, everyone thought that their records were expunged. But God say, no, never that. Not as long as I sit high and I look low. Nobody's records was expunged. Nobody had the right to talk and judge. And they doubted you. They belittled you. They undermined you, and it hurt. But God is trying to tell you, as long as I am working for you, no man can stand to go against you. They said you wouldn't make it so far. And ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind that. Who spoke against you? Never mind who said the things that people said that you weren't going to be, what you weren't going to achieve, and how hard it was for you. You was doubting yourself. You was sitting there crying, asking God what's wrong with you and why me. It was hard for you, but He covered you. He walked with you to get you through that phase of your life. And now you're achieving your goals. You're reaching your goals because you talk to your soul and you connected with the Most High. Can't no man go against you. Can't no man block what God is trying to already give, what God has already given to you, what God already had in store for you. Can't nobody stop that. They can't block it. They can't delay it. And you need to understand that. You need to understand that. As long as God is walking with you, working with you, for you, through you, no man can stand to go against you, baby. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.